Astro for the third time tonight. 12-9-5 on the high bar, 13-8 on the pommel horse.
Well, that's 3 vaults, the same vaults for Nebraska. Full twisting Kasamatsus, 2 flips around and 2 complete twists. But once again, just look at the chest relative to the legs. He's supposed to land in a completely upright position, which not many people are capable of doing that. But this is just, it's too low, and you know he's going to be evaluated strictly on that.
This season best of 4 2-2 at West Point. So Wang with the score that Cal was seeking, 13 flat. For the first time tonight, we see Mitchell Oasis, the sophomore, transfer from Nevada. He's had success on bars. 13-6 in the big meet against Stanford, coming off a 13-8 against Iowa.
Nice full spin on one arm. That's called a Healy. Really tricky. And he does it the other way, a Diamondov. Has a really nice handstand position. And that was very unique. You don't see that. Kind of a pass with a half turn. Oh, boy.
And look out. Good to see him bounce right back onto his feet and the bow.
Oh, boy. That's too bad. Watch this. You don't see this very often at all. It's kind of a basic of a very difficult element. It was a nice exercise until right here, hips completely in back of his feet. Lucky he kind of tiptoed around this board just a little bit. Does clip it, but could have been a lot worse.
The Lions with the difficulties. Just the 10-6. Here's Caleb Rodriguez, his best tally tonight. 12-8-5 on the parallel bars.
Good fight right there, I'll tell you, because I didn't think he was going to make it over the bar. Once again, those handstands are critical. Every time you don't show a handstand, it's a deduction. The further from a handstand like that one right there, that'd be at least 3/10 of a point. That one was nice. No deduction there. Oh boy, that was scary. He was supposed to, oh, come on. Double, double.
Well, he got through it. You were holding your breath there.
Wow. Yeah, that's, you know, you see kids do that from time to time. He was supposed to go on it like 3 giants earlier, and I guarantee you, everybody. So watch. He picks up some speed, and this is the second time around. Once again, he'll lose the full point, but that could have been a lot worse.
Cardinals shining on rings, and after Seton with the big number 14-4, might get even better. Here's Josiah Eng, sophomore from Wisconsin, won 3 national championships with the Swiss Turners Gymnastics Academy. Wisconsin State all-around champ, ring specialist, 2 event titles this year, ranked number 6 in the nation, season high 14.95 at the Stanford Open.
He is outrageously strong. Watch this young man grow up and just couldn't believe the level of strength that he had from such an early age. It was astounding. One of the strongest guys, really, certainly in the country. Look at that. Super hard at the end of his routine. He presses up from that skill. That's just like not really possible. You're not supposed to be able to do that. But this is where he's always challenged. His dismount see what he's capable of doing.
Oh, that's a thing of beauty.
Yes.
And he's fired up. We mentioned the best ring score so far. Nebraska's Austin Epperson, 14-4-5. That's going to be a jeopardy.
Oh, yeah. Nice job, the stuck landing. Got to come out of his shell. Really needs to
work on that self-expression. Castro, not as bad as it could have been, a 13-6. Here's Kyle King for Nebraska. His best tally of 13-5-5 on the floor.
Oh, really nicely done. That's actually 3 times around. Handspring to 2.5 flip. So watch, his body will turn over 3 times. First, he's got to slam that table, get as high as he can, and he pulls like crazy. Puts that to his feet. Does go outside the lines, but that is a lot of vault to get done in one piece of air. Nicely.
On parallel bars for Cal.
Second time tonight we see the co-captain, graduate student who's already picked up his degree, Capri Sano. Capri a 13-2-5 earlier on rings. Season best here on bars of 13-7 against Temple.
Right to a handstand he wants to go, and he needed to do it with straight arms. Get a little bit of a deduction. Big release skill. Oh boy. And as I said, the grip on the bars is really tricky. Sometimes it just, you can't adjust. But these are his bars. He should be very comfortable on them. Good recovery, but still pretty significant fall. When you go underneath the bars, that's when you have the problems with the grip. That right there, nice double pike somersault.
Rodriguez with the 11-8 after it seemed like his routine might never end as he was precariously hanging up there. And here's Jared Newman, the senior from Arkansas, 13 flat on rings.
Here we go. This is going to be a Kovacs over the bar. Kovacs was nice. The giant after it, not so much. One-arm giant swing. Was just a little too close to the bar on that major release. Fumbled his grip just a little bit. His dismount. Oh boy. Geez, they just cannot catch a break in these last 2 rotations. So the release is awesome. This is called a Kovacs. Look at that bar, how much it bends. And they use that swing to catapult themselves up into the air. The dismount right here just doesn't have enough rotation. Once again, showing support on his hands. Could be 5/10, but that's going to be a point.
And there's that monster number we anticipated, 15-2 for Eng.
David Jessen.
Now, Tim, you and I have called this meet effectively the last 4 years, and we're going to see a lot more David Jessen down the road. He'll have better nights than tonight.
Oh, he will, without a doubt. You know, like I said, he's a real quality gymnast. He has some of the best traits that you can have to be a top-level gymnast. Just has looked like he's trying to do a little bit too much.
Making his rings debut for the Cardinal tonight.
Nice giant swing right to the handstand. His dismount. Nice dismount, 1.5 twisting double. And that's a routine that David can handle at this point in time. And my guess is before he was going up on rings, before he had the experience of what was going on here today, he was probably anticipating he would do a harder routine than that, but that's the right call right there. That's what he can handle and do nicely.
King with a good number, 14-4-5 for the first time tonight. We see Daniel Leal, the junior from Columbia. He's competed for the Colombian national team. On vault, he's gone 14-1-5 twice this year. Personal best 14-8 a year ago against Air Force.
Going back to that Yurchenko style vault, he'll do the round off before the board right here. Nicely done, very clean in the air.
Well executed by Daniel Leal.
You know, he doesn't really have to run that fast because his technique is so good. We've seen some good ones today. This is another one, a little bit high on the table, so he doesn't get quite as much rebound, but nice body position as you see when he lands, his chest not down by his legs. Should get a very good score.
On the parallel bars, workout, Aaron Ma.
It's not merely the 12-5. Ma competing in the all-around. Can be proud of a pair of 14s, a 14-7 on floor, 14-4-5 on vaults. Season best here on bars, a 13-3-5 against Temple.
These are those underbar skills, very nicely done right there. Called a Suarez, named after great Cuban gymnast who now coaches in the U.S. as the assistant coach at Ohio State. Oh boy, and you saw he touched his toes on the bar. Not quite sure the judges, from the angle they're sitting at, could have seen that, but he definitely did. And it's a significant deduction.
Oh, that's a wry smile. We'll take another look at the moment in question.
So let's look right there, not just one, but both of them.
And he held it.
But from where I'm looking at the judges right now, and I don't think they could definitively say from their angle that they could see that his toes were touching the bar.
All right, I'll put an asterisk on my score sheet. We'll see what the judges' verdict is coming up. ASU, as you can see, having issues here on the high bar. Newman did not break an 11, 12-3. Appella tear their best so far. Here is Kirk Mom, freshman from Colorado.
Nice release start. A little bit shy on that handstand position at the end of that. Oh boy. Jeez. And the turn happened so late on that his body, when he's coming through the bottom, he doesn't have his hand completely on the bar. So let's watch right here. He's going to do a half turn, and it's not on, never gets on. And so he pings off the bar.
And that could have been a whole lot worse. Good to see him bounce back quickly.
Just didn't get his arm over his head fast enough. He's doing it again, I think, right here. There you go. Why didn't you do that the first time? That was great. I mean, that was so much more aggressive. His arm slapped back to the bar. The last one, or the first one, was just so casual. Gotta finish it off, though. Nice double layout somersault.
So some personal redemption after shaky moments, able to bounce back. Mind you, Stanford only competed 5 on ring, so they're done, and we can let you know Jessen went 13-2-5. Good numbers on the table for Nebraska. 14-4 by Leal. Here is Anton Stevenson anchoring the vault.
And this could be the best number all day long. We saw 1 2.5 earlier that sat down. Anton is capable. Oh, that was great.
Well, he went 15-2-5 a year ago, and you talked about the differences this year, but we know just how talented he is.
Oh, he's tremendous. He actually had a huge problem with it at the NCAAs, but this is great. He did this as a high school athlete, and that's amazing. Really well done. Everybody knows the name Simone Biles. This is the exact vault she competed at the Olympic Games.
Nebraska number 4 in the nation on the table, backing it up tonight here in Northern California. So, 12-5 reflects the judges saw something with Ma.
Yeah.
And it'll be Jordan Alexandrov to wrap things up on P-bars for the Bears. For Jordan, best number tonight, 13-9-5 earlier on the vault. Won the title in this discipline the last time out against Iowa, went 14 flat.
That was really nice. First good underbar work that I've seen, and that was tremendous right there. Some people just have a good grip, and some people struggle with it their whole careers. Danelle Leyva from the United States, silver medalist on parallel bars at the Olympic Games. He's an example of a kid that he could hold on no matter what, and he exploited that. Really good routine right there. Excellent gymnastics on parallel bars.
The junior from Santa Rosa, just north of the city limits of San Francisco. Part of the greater Bay Area, getting it done in front of friends and family tonight here in Northern California. The Mon with the 11-1, as you can see, 12-3, the best for ASU. Their anchor, Chaz Van de Mater, senior from Georgia, co-captain this year.
ASU really needs a hit high bar routine here. Here's a release. Nicely done, the best one we've seen from the Sun Devils tonight. Nice intricate pirouetting sequence. Those handstands. Needs to work on his feet a little bit more. They're not pointed the way they should be. A little bit of a hop. Get a couple tenths for that. Unorthodox dismount, and finally, ASU start to finish a hit routine. Good job.
The moment to savor after the high bar was difficult for the Sun Devils to conquer.
See that? It's called a flying giant. Gives them a couple tenths in difficulty, and over the bar, full twisting double layout. Nicely done.
So ASU will be heading to the floor for the final rotation as we get closer to crowning a champion here on campus at Cal. It's the Pac-12 Invitational. Stanford number 2 in the nation, Cal number 8, Nebraska number 7, Arizona State number 14. We continue live on Pac-12 Networks.
You're watching Pac-12 Bay Area, home of the Cal Bears and the Stanford Cardinal. Available on Xfinity.
Tonight, tune in to Pac-12 Network for a comprehensive wrap-up of the day's hoops action on Pac-12 Final Score. Highlight all the big plays, big blocks, and big dunks from the biggest college basketball day of the week. Pac-12 Final Score on Pac-12 Network.
Our game, rooted in simplicity. A basket, a ball, a pulse. From the top of the key to the rubber of our soles.
Are you kidding me?
Undeniable from the perimeter.
Man, this team's fun to watch.
Undaunted in the paint.
Way out top, he scrapes the ceiling with a two-hander.
The source, the surge, the style. The root, the rise. That's our game.
Home of the Cal Bears and the Stanford Cardinal. You're watching Pac-12 Bay Area.
Gonna need one big push.
Congrats! I hear you're having a baby. New York Life can help you manage your family's financial future, so you can relax and enjoy life's special moments.
Be good at life. New York Life.
Pac-12 men's gymnastics is brought to you by State Farm, here to help life go right. Things going well for the Stanford Cardinal heading into the final rotation. Stanford maintaining their lead. There's the breakdown. Slightly over 8 points. Nebraska in second, Cal in third, and Arizona State, the club team, rounding out this quad meets. On a Saturday night in Berkeley, we were talking about the tradition, the heritage of these programs. So many national championships. Nebraska's only had 2 head coaches the last 50 years. A coaching icon is here in Berkeley tonight, the legendary Francis Allen.
Yes, he is right there in the standing up right now in the gray sweatshirt. Actually, the guy right next to him is a great gymnast from Nebraska as well, Tom Schlesinger. But Francis won a lot of national titles over his years, and one of the main guys that helped him accomplish that is on the floor tonight coaching. His name is James Hartung. Jimmy was a member of the 1984 Olympic gold medal winning team. I'm proud to say he's one of my best friends. There's the head coach, Chuck Jamelka. He was also on those teams that won national championships. But a very storied program that's fighting its way to get back to national prominence.
And their standards are so high, you talk about the litany of national championships, 5 straight, 1979 to 1983. Tonight, nobody's been a bigger star than Josiah Eng. 15-2 on rings.
Just monumental and stupendously strong, ridiculously strong, impossible strong, I'll tell you. And you just love to see the emotion. I don't know, did he like rip his chest open? Is that what that last thing was?
Then how about Anton Stevenson? 14-7-5, meet high on the table.
Big time vault. Yurchenko with 2.5 twists, does it so nicely. Amazingly been able to do that since he was a senior in high school.
And for Cal, they save the best for last on bars. Jordan Alexandrov, 14-5-5.
Just really nice work throughout from start to finish. Great underbar work. There's that full spin on one arm. A Healy. Really a tremendous parallel bar worker.
So we're closing in on the final rotation. We've been talking about all the accolades. We can give you more of the background of Brett McClure, now in his 4th season here at Cal. Talked about the 3 years he spent on the farm as a Stanford assistant, 4 years also as an assistant at the Air Force Academy, a member of the U.S. national team. 2004 Olympian, helped Team USA capture the silver with his assistant coach, JT Okada, Cal alum. So, final rotation, and for ASU, they'll wrap things up on
Starting us
floor.
off on the floor for ASU.
And it's a good event for them to finish up on.
Their best statistically, as you can see, number 8 in the nation in this discipline.
And they need a little love here because parallel bars and high bar, their two last rotations were really rough for ASU.
We know what Mills did on vault 14-4-5.
Really nice start, double laid out somersault, beautiful form in the air. Great landing right there.
Best score so far tonight on floor, Stanford's Jordan Clerk of 14-9.
Oh boy. And he just was not in a good position on that sequence of tumbling skills. I don't know exactly what they'll do with it, but because there are several different deductions that he had, but it's going to come close to a point off, which is too bad because it's a very nice exercise. Rest of this mount here. Triple fall. Whoa! That was a scary landing. I don't like the way he lands on floor. You see the ankle taped up, but it looks painful every time he hits the ground.
On ball for Stanford, Bailey Perez.
Sometimes when you have a sore ankle like that, it can really mess your technique up.
Stanford finishes on vaults for the second time tonight. We see the freshman from Illinois, Bailey Perez, with a 13-6 earlier on floor.
They had a nice job. We've seen this vault a number of times tonight. It's a full twisting Kasamatsu. Harder to get power this way as opposed to the Yurchenko style. And once again, you see those shoulders a little bit down. Maybe arms a little wide on the table. Kind of cuts down on his rebound.
This is third vault of the year after he put up the 13-9 in the win over Air Force. Nebraska's on bars, and this is Evan Hymanson. Personal best 13-8 against Oklahoma. This freshman had an outstanding club career in New Jersey, competing for Monmouth Gymnastics Academy, winning state titles and competing in the Junior Nationals.
Job so far. Here's his dismount.
Evan's getting ready to head to Vegas for the Winter Cup. You can see why. Best so far on P-bars, Jordan Alexandrov with the 14.55 for California.
Nice double tuck.
On the horizontal
Cal finishes on high ball.
Rauschberger.
Here's Michael Rauschberger. Season high 14.05 against Temple. Best score tonight of 14 flat on the floor.
Stalter right to the handstand. Clean exercise. Not a lot of those high-flying releases, but you can get the difficulty in other ways. Oh boy, early on the release, but made a great correction in the air. He'll be penalized for it a little bit, but with such an early release, he had to bend his hips, I think, more than he would typically do. You see right there, pulls his feet around and only takes that small hop forward. That was a very good save.
A lot to like about it, and while there were some hiccups earlier by Modi on high bar, he still went 15.05 because he is incredible, the best in this event tonight. Mills is 12-4. Here is Nick Garcia on floor for Arizona State.
Nice mount. A rule change on floor is you're only allowed to do a maximum of 2 of those combination tumbling runs for what we call connection bonus.
Nick with a 14.3 this evening, a vault.
And so that is his 2 right there. You can do more, you just can't get the connection on it. Nice double pull right into the corner. Try to catch his breath a little bit while moving his body. If he was just stationary completely, he would get a deduction for that. Whoa, and he pulls that around. Triple fall. I didn't think he was going to get it all the way around, but he did.
And you can see the look of relief and satisfaction on Nick's face.
So this is a 2.5 twist connected into a front full. And then look, he just keeps twisting and doesn't get it completely around. You saw his feet were